Welcome back. I have this terrarium. It's well over a year old. Right now it's just a jungle of a plant. There are springtails and isopods living in there, but I think it needs a little tidy up. It's not quite very spring outside. I would like to probably add some fresh moss. Oh, here's a springtail, isopod. When I started this, and then down here there's the springtails. When I started this, I took 2 isopods from my garden and threw them in a terrarium. Then I eventually had probably 20 plus little babies, which prior to that, I thought my 2 isopods just did not get along. They were never hanging out by each other. I don't know if bugs hang out by each other to procreate. I didn't think they liked each other. And then because of that, under closer examination, I noticed they did not look the same. One looked like it had a skirt and was more brown and stripy, and the other was more dark and just smoother looking. So then I got on a Facebook group and inquired, and there are definitely 2 different varieties. But they became friends at some point, and they did give me offspring. I don't know if that's a thing that happens in the wild when they're not having to seek the companionship of a different variety, when they would have similar looking, same creature, insect, whatever, you know what I'm saying. Would they pass by one of a different variety in order to seek out the same variety? Or does the cross breeding happen all the time? Alright, so I'm going to take this lid off. I got a wandering Jew that's trying to escape. I got way too much clover. I'm going to trim back. And then I'm going to water it with some distilled water. This is just stuff from outside. It's not too exciting. It's overgrowing. Can't see much of what's going on in there. Another large clump. And if you wonder, well, what about the bugs are in there? Are they going to get out? Should I be concerned if they're in my terrarium and I'm cleaning out and somebody's a hitchhiker? Springtails, if they are hanging out, they need moisture. If they don't find their moisture, they're just going to pretty quickly dry up and die. This one's a little different. I might hold on and throw that back in. I don't know what it is. Most of this stuff is just stuff I found outside, other than the wandering Jew. It's so packed in there. some of this stuff, like this. Oop, I see a springtail running off. I'm just going to throw back in because there's a lot of moisture and decay, and they like that. So hopefully they make it back in. They are what people call the cleanup crew. Like my daughter, she has a gecko and it's bioactive. So we try to keep isopods in there and springtails to help with her plants that decay and also with her lizards' poo-poos. But he tends to eat them. So it's hard to keep the population up on those. I also have, once in a while I'll put leftover food scraps in there. Right now I have a strawberry, the center part. But I've learned you want to take that out before it gets too rotted, because I almost killed off my springtail culture. Maybe because gases of fermenting, rotting foods could not escape. It smells so good and fresh. Doing this definitely gets you the itch to get out and start gardening and planting pots, but it's still too cold here in Wisconsin. But the playing in the dirt and the summertime fun definitely is triggered by the smell of this terrarium. It smells so good. I feel like I'm pulling out a lot. However, it grows a lot. So I'm not concerned. I'd rather have some of the stuff I put in there intentionally instead of all that clover looking stuff. There's another isopod roaming. This one's smaller than the previous. I have this here and this here. I don't know what those are. I'll have to investigate that more. And there's another one around the corner. Looks like something that is like an egg nest or something. I don't know. I think right here, if you can see that, I think those are itty bitty baby isopods. And right there, then is a springtail roaming past them. I'm definitely disturbing their little environment. Maybe they're excited. This is from the Wandering Jew family. It's purple on the backside and green. I might stick more of my purple bridal veil in there. This might be a bridal veil from like a year ago, I don't know. And when I put plants in there, I tend not to really just take the effort to dig them in. I just kind of throw them in and let nature run its course. This side definitely looks like it could have something growing there. And if I was prepared and ready, I would have a cotton ball and tweezers, and I'd clean up the side. Maybe I'll pause that so I can do that. Alright, back with the cotton ball. I might just use my hand. Some containers are probably smaller and harder to get into, but this will be easy enough. And I'm not going to do a pristine, perfect condition because, well, there's animals living in there and they probably like it to be a little dirty. I just want to be able to see in a little better. I'm going to leave that area that I don't know what that is. Let's see. If you know, you can chime in. Maybe you've experienced that before. That's very dingy. That cotton ball is pretty dirty. I didn't bring another one over, but I have just a little wipe I can use. Yeah. Can you just hear all the little isopods? Oh, there goes one. Oh, they're all running. They're like, take cover. They definitely like this piece of stick. There's holes in it. They hide in it. Okay, I think that's pretty clean. Now you can actually see in there. Maybe once I get all closed up, I'll clean the outside better. And then I'm just going to take some distilled water, bottled water. Could do rainwater. That's going to be best for them. It's been a while since I've added water because it is sealed, but I bet they'll be excited to have fresh water. Alright, that's the end of my cleanup, other than I'm going to throw in some purple bridal veil. Thank you for joining me.